Hello world, Jennifer here. We're going to try a vlog style video today, kind of going through with some machinery work. I got to go get a bush hog for the back of the Kubota. As you can see, I'm sitting in the Dodge. The Kubota's on the trailer behind us, and we're going to go off. I'm going to try to vlog as much as I possibly can throughout the day and see how this all works out. Hope you enjoy the day of retrieving a 5-foot bush hog, getting some maintenance done, getting it cleaned up, set up so we can do a brush job later this week. Stay tuned. Yes, the only thing that makes my world go around: diesel fuel and high-octane gasoline. Here we are at the diesel pump. We love that smell of diesel fuel in the morning. We'll see if it, probably a nice $100 bill will probably take a pretty good dive here at the old diesel pump. We'll see how it goes here. Got my 6-gallon can, got my 35-gallon fuel tank on the Dodge, got my gloves, because don't like to smell diesel fuel, not have it on my hands. Got to the site where the bush hog was. Got it hooked up to the Kubota. There we are. Hooked up back on the trailer. Got a strap over the tractor for panic. Hopefully we will have no panics on the drive back to the house. Didn't have much trouble getting it hooked on the 3-point hitch either. Actually worked out pretty good. A little bit of practice always helps on these things. See you back at the house. First thing we're going to have to deal with is a rusted PTO shaft. Then I'm thinking of taking this chain, the chain here, because the chain it just lets the whole thing ride up and down pretty easy. I'm going to put a ratchet strap or something, or a come along I got in the basement, and essentially fold this thing up so I can get to the underneath and see what sort of condition the blades are in, things like that. I'll see if I can get as much footage here if I can, or throw you in time lapse, one or the others, so we can see how to, because there's nothing, the PTO shaft, I took the cover off it because it was all burned up and rotted last year, and the shaft is just two odd shaped pieces of tube that's supposed to slide on each other. So hopefully I greased it enough last year, and we'll get enough grease slung on it this year to keep it from rusting up again. And then of course there's the joint that goes onto the PTO shaft on the tractor. That's always, I'm glad it's one of the ones with only the single pin in it, instead of like the finish mower that's got the ring with the 3 balls on it that try to hold it on the PTO shaft of the tractor. That thing's a real pain in the butt to work with. The one with the single pin, I know on this one at least the single pin moves, and you can hold the pin over as you push it onto the PTO shaft of the tractor. Alright, here we go. I'll get something here showing about the PTO shaft and stuff. Okay. We're going old school. We're going real old school. With Grandpa's old chain fall here. See where we can hook on securely and safely. I like this one because it's got the really big open hooks, which are nice because I can do that with them. And the hook around stuff. The only downfall is it is a chain, and you got to kind of run it straight or it binds and other stuff. So how to use the levers and stuff. But once you remember how to use it, you never forget. It works very well, as you can see. Yeah, good. I got a good hook on that. I got a good hook back there. All right, we're good and safe. That's good. Yeah, I don't want to go much more. The shaft will... Alright. Couple of bees nests. That's about it. That's two really big blades. Yeah, it looks like just to absolutely just mutilate things. All right, time for a test. test. Just got to change, lower the back, the wheel on the back, see if I can get it more level and up, so it's not so, we can cut a little bit more level, and we'll go from there. Yes, it's pressure washing time. Let's see how Mr. Turbo does. Let's make sure he's snapped in first. Alright, pressure washed, cleaned up, found an old can of that rust converter stuff. I don't know if it works, but it's covering up the rust, so I'm hoping it'll prevent the deck from rusting anymore. And it's reassembly time. Hopefully that won't be too much of a challenge. And I've decided the 3-point hitch bracket just is set up wrong. It's welded in a certain place. All the welds are cracked or broke. I'm gonna modify how that goes on the tractor, because the front of this sits way too low. I want it to be able to come up much higher and stay level. And to do that, we're going to have to take the bracket off the front and drill some new holes in it higher up. And I think that's why those arms are that length. So we'll get into that and we'll see what the rest of the day brings. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing reassembled without injuring ourselves. Too much, because this thing has already tried to pinch me, hurt me, and everything else. Crane? I have no idea. Alright, pick a bolt, any bolt. We're gonna go to the. Hold on. Life is better with a wire wheel. These went through this direction. All right. Got that one started. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Nobody was going to steal those. All right, Rhett Butler. Let's turn to the idea here. This hoop here is welded on both ends, all the welds, both sides, top here, everything's cracked, and the 3-point hitch has to be so high because this leg is so long. I can't pick the front of the deck up very high, and if I'm going over some really heavy stuff, I want my deck up so it doesn't bog my deck. So I think what we're going to do is see if we can get this loose here pretty quick and proceed to take it down to the miller and mill some new holes higher up. Alright. For disassembly here, we'll throw you back in time lapse. on that side. Yep. Okay. Alright, now for reassembly. Yep, that clears that enough. Yep, that's got to work. Those 2 points are closer together. It's got to work. Hitch! Uh-huh. Now where's my lube? Okay. Yep. Doesn't go that way any farther. Okay. Yeah. We'll swing that. Okay. And then we'll back that around till it snaps in place there. Alright. There's the can of lube. Pins or shoulder bolts. Shoulder bolts for those. in. Okay. Did a test run out in the front yard, out by the road. Works pretty good. Just got to remember I got this big long thing stuck out behind me. Got things cleaned up here. Hope you enjoyed the vlog of the day today, dealing with the bush hog, as some people call it, and kind of a little modification. It did turn out really nice. I drilled the new holes 3 inches. I'm hoping you can understand the picture down in the milling machine, and how sometimes a little crazy fixturing, sometimes some crazy odd shaped parts get a little crazy in fixturing them. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed a day with True Self Living, because I am living my true self. Thank you.